Welcome back to the vlog. So today is Saturday morning. It is the release day of the new Adidas Yeezy, which if you've never heard of Yeezys before, it's the collaboration between Kanye West and Adidas, but they're like super rare. These things sell out in seconds. The resale prices are like £500 for a pair of shoes, or $700 if you're in America, which is insane. I'm a huge Yeezy fan, but unfortunately I just can't afford to pay the crazy resale prices. I can't justify spending £500 on a pair of trainers. So I'm hedging my bets. I've got 3 devices set up on the Adidas website, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can pick up a pair. 6 minutes to go, and Foot Locker has crashed. Last time I picked up this camera was 2 hours ago. I've been sat here for the past 2 hours trying to get these bloody shoes. But Adidas still haven't dropped them. It's now 10:30. They were supposed to drop at 9 AM. I would sit here all day, but I've got a 4-hour training session to do. So I'm probably gonna have to bin it off. Alright. I'm calling it off. I'm calling it off. It looks like the theme's yellow jackets today. I'm not dressed for the part. But welcome back to this amazing, sunny, warm. Don't let these pictures deceive you. It really is like warm and sunny. Saturday morning here in the wonderful Lancashire. Now, on a real note, the weather's not amazing, but it doesn't matter. Morale's good. We're gonna have a good ride. I'm heading north into the Ribble Valley again. Just gonna get through the chaos of Preston, and then it's country roads. Today's ride, like I said, is 4 hours in length. That's going to be 4 hours at zone 2. And within that 4 hours, I'm going to do 4 10-minute threshold intervals. The first of which I have just completed, and it went pretty well. I always seem to go better when the weather's bad. It's like psychologically I'm trying to get home quicker. But yeah, so far so good today. I've just reached the halfway point. That's 2 hours into the ride. I didn't pull the camera out too much in the way. Hi sheeps. But I didn't really pull the camera out too much in the first half of the ride because I was heading out north and there was a mega headwind all the way out. So I figured the best bet would be wait till I get halfway around, till I'm heading back south again, back towards Preston, and then film in the tailwind because it's much nicer. But this is why I love the Ribble Valley. It's just like single track climbs, hardly any cars about, just a few cyclists today. Like literally you could ride in the Ribble Valley in the worst weather possible. You could be here in the snow and you would still have a good ride. I do feel sorry for them getting a puncture on a day like today. Anyway, that's 3 hours and 3 out of 4 intervals completed. I felt really good today. I've had three really good hours and 3 really good intervals actually. I'm starting to feel it now, and I know this last hour is going to be sore, but hopefully we can finish off today's ride well. Fourth interval done. Hard ride. Hard ride. It's the worst when you've been riding in the wet, but because it's cold outside, they've gritted all the roads, and by the end of the ride you're just covered in salt. I've made some cool patterns though. I got back from training 1 hour ago. 1 hour ago I got back from training, and it's now dark outside. I guess late start on a long bike ride means no playing out time when you get home. I say this all the time, but the one single thing I'm looking forward to when we come to summer is just having longer days. Especially when you're riding all day, it just feels like you don't have any form of daylight. green, very green tea. I want to talk about something. I want to talk about motivation. I've been wanting to do this for quite some time now, and I figured after today's ride this would be a good time to talk about motivation, and more specifically what motivates me to go out and train, particularly when the weather's bad, when it's raining, when it's cold, when it's windy. I mean, today wasn't the worst of the weather, but it certainly was more on the grimmer side of the spectrum, and I hope that through the tips that I'm going to give you, you're able to take something away from this. So the first way that I stay motivated during the winter is by splitting the ride up. So today you heard me, I was talking about the ride in 1 hour segment, and I was also talking about the ride in terms of the intervals that I was doing. So for example, say you're going out for a 3-hour ride, and within that 3 hours, you're going to be doing 3 20-minute intervals. You're going to be doing 1 20-minute interval each hour. So what I would do is split that up. So you're going to do a 20-minute warm-up, a 20-minute interval, and then a 20-minute easy, another 20-minute hard, 20-minute easy. Therefore, you're splitting the ride up into 20-minute segments. You're not really thinking about time when you're doing an interval, and during a recovery, it always seems to fly by. And before you know it, you've done 40 minutes, you've done an hour, and so on. The second tip that I use and I want to give you is set weekly distance or hourly goals. So for example, at the start of the week, you say to yourself, right, this week I'm gonna do 10 hours. It doesn't matter whether it's going to rain, whether it's going to be sunny, whether the weather's going to be absolutely dreadful. By the end of this week, I'm going to have 10 hours in the bank. So for example, you get up to Sunday morning, you've done 8 hours, and you need to do 2 hours to achieve that goal that you've set, but the weather's not that great. But then you think to yourself, okay, I need to do this 2 hours to complete my weekly goal. And trust me, when you complete that goal, you will be so happy that you went out in the rain to complete it. And finally, tip number 3, which is the final tip that I use and the final thing that I wanna share today. And this applies more to if you're a racing cyclist. I always like to think when the weather's bad outside, a lot of my opponents will either take that day as a rest day, or they will exchange that road ride and do an indoor turbo training session. So they might do like 1 hour on the turbo with some intervals, as opposed to a 4-hour ride. But at the end of the day, the best form of training is being actually out on the road. In terms of training quality, you can't beat being out on the road. So the way I think of it is when you're going out in bad weather, you're getting one up on your opponents. And I'm confident that you will agree that you made the right decision in going out training that particular day. Let me know in the comments down below your tricks and your tips to stay motivated during the winter. Sam's gone. Lexi's gone. Oh, you're still with us. You're still with us. I am very nearly gone. The review of the Wahoo Element is coming. I do read your comments, I do hear what you're saying, but before I can review this thing, I want to give it a thorough test. That way I can give you an honest review and an honest opinion. Oh, and one quick note before I end today's vlog. You'll notice that in the description of all my videos is a link to Amazon. Pretty much what happens is, if you're from the UK and you shop through Amazon, if you click that link, it'll take you onto the Amazon homepage as it normally would do. But the only difference is I earn a very small percentage commission of any purchases made through Amazon UK through that link. The prices are exactly the same, so I'm not asking you to do anything for me. It's literally just if you're shopping through Amazon, I would appreciate it if you click that link. That way it helps to support me, it helps me to buy better equipment for these videos, to improve the quality of these vlogs. So it's kind of like a circle. You help me, I help you. So yeah, if you're looking to buy something on Amazon, instead of just typing in amazon.co.uk, go down to one of my videos and click the Amazon link in the description, and I would really greatly appreciate that. But with that being said, this is the end of today's video. Thanks for watching. If you did take something from that little pep talk about how I managed to stay motivated, please drop a like rating on this video. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, I will see you tomorrow.